president to cut spending, to essentially take control of USAID, have security people who stood in his way put on leave, and now threatening to shut down the agency. If this is illegal, as many of your Democratic colleagues have said it is, then what can be done about it?
Well, first, I think a legal challenge to exactly how and why and when this happened could well be coming in the coming days. Second, we are working, a group of us, to press the administration, Secretary Rubio, and our colleagues to recognize the incredible and important work that's done around the world that makes us more safe, that keeps Americans safe, secure, and prosperous, and that this work needs to continue. Whether it's countering human trafficking in Mexico, preserving wild spaces in Mozambique that push back on hunger and extremism, intercepting viruses like Ebola in Uganda before they get to the United States or before they break out and cause harm throughout that region. The men and women of USAID and the nonprofits from around our country who serve around the world in response to humanitarian disasters and crises, and who help promote democracy, security, and stability, do great and valuable work that needs to continue. And I'll keep fighting to support and sustain their valuable work.
Senator, I should point out, we reached out to every Republican member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. We got either a no or no response all day from nearly all 12. Only Senator Curtis sent a short statement basically saying that he's open to retooling USAID if it helps us better use our limited dollars, as he put it. I assume when you say you're working with your colleagues, you mean your Republican colleagues. What have you heard from them? Do they share your concerns about USAID funding? And are they concerned about just ceding this congressional authority to Elon Musk and the president?
So there's three issues here. That first one, I think, should be shared by every member of Congress. We have a fundamental constitutional role, the power of the purse. And the funding that's been shut down abruptly is funding that was already appropriated by Congress, already signed into law by the former president, and was already being spent by nonprofits around the world. That should unite Congress in saying, you can't do this and cut off funding this abruptly. The second question, and you referenced Senator Curtis, is whether the things that AID does around the world help make us safer and stronger and more secure. I heard a quote from Secretary Rubio in El Salvador today supporting that concept, that with some reforms, a majority of what he's done today in humanitarian relief, in promoting security and stability, in promoting our global public health is worth continuing. Then there's others who are saying it should all be shut down. I think that creates a huge opening for China and other adversaries of ours around the world. The United States has been present in 100 countries for decades, since President Kennedy created this agency, doing good work, helping promote democracy, delivering on stability, and that has built great relationships for the United States. That opening will be filled by China and by extremists and terrorists. We should not give them that opportunity.
Senator, if I may, both those messages are coming from the same administration, though. Secretary Rubio, who's now acting administrator of USAID, says a review is underway. Some funding may continue. Elon Musk is saying shut it down. What's going to happen next?
Well, this goes to the core question of what role does Elon Musk have in this administration? He's not elected. He doesn't run an official agency. And yet his role in this particular fight and in taking on other federal agencies and roles is central. So is Donald Trump president? Is Secretary Rubio secretary? Or is Elon Musk? That's a disagreement within the administration that's going to play out here in the next couple of days.
Senator, you also, of course, serve, as we mentioned, on the Judiciary Committee. Last week, you questioned Kash Patel in his confirmation hearing to lead the FBI. Also last week, we saw the White House fire multiple top FBI officials, push out those who worked on January 6th and Mar-a-Lago investigations. Our team have been hearing widespread concerns about mass firings at the FBI. Are you hearing similar concerns? And how does all this impact your vote to confirm or not confirm Kash Patel?
Well, all of this confirms my profound anxiety about Kash Patel and his record of alarming public statements before his confirmation hearing, suggesting that he would use the resources of the FBI to go after those who are political opponents of the president, and in particular, that there would be retribution within the FBI against career agents who are simply following lawful orders to carry out investigations. The investigations into those who assaulted police officers on January 6th were completely appropriate investigations for FBI agents to participate in and to carry out, and that some have been called in and disciplined and even fired for just doing their jobs without any connection to a political agenda by those FBI agents is truly chilling.